Alrighty, so today we taking a look at fuel ratio tables for boosted application. So sit back and enjoy. Alrighty, guys. So welcome back. So just as the introduction says, we're going to be covering the AFR tables or the fuel ratio tables for a boosted application. If you haven't watched the first video, we talked about fuel ratio tables for a naturally aspirated application. I highly recommend you check this out before you move into the boosted application. I will go ahead and link that video down in the description, and I'll also put a link up in the top somewhere in this video. So in this AFR table, which you'll see here on your screen, you'll notice right off the bat that the y-axis has changed a bit. Previously, the table created stopped around here, 100 kPa, which is atmospheric pressure or wide open throttle pressure. This is what you would see in your intake manifold if your car was NA and you went wide open throttle. Anything above that is boost. So I went ahead and I just rescaled the table since I only have a 16 by 16 table. So instead of the 36s and the 46s, I just went ahead and I put multiples of 10. So I rescaled my table from here all the way there, and that freed up some cells, which I rescaled for boost pressure. Boost generally starts at 100 kPa if you add sea level, and I pretty much increase it by 20 kPa. The rough math for it is for every psi of boost, well, the conversion anyways is 6.9 kPa or about 7 kPa equals 1 psi of boost. So if atmospheric is 100, 120, you minus the 20 from the 100, since 100 is atmospheric, you're left with 20. Divide the 20 by 7, roughly you get 3 psi of boost. So every 20 kPa here is roughly 3 psi of boost increase. So here would be 3 psi, 6 psi, 9 psi, 12 psi, and so on and so forth. This is how I scale my tables. So generally, wide open throttle in a car, you'd be somewhere about 12, high 12s to 13.0. Again, it varies from car to car. But with boost, the more boost you feed into your car, generally you have to richen up the mix. This is done mostly to save the engine from detonation and heat, which is created from all the extra boost. So with the additional heat, you need to put more fuel in there to cool it. Now, there is not one fuel ratio that I would say you need to run for X amount of boost. Every car is different. But typically, smaller turbos, you can get away with leaner mixes. Smaller turbos usually make less horsepower, so you can get away with a leaner mix, within reason, of course, than say a big turbo car and high boost. So with today's example, we're going to assume that, for instance, you're using a 1.6 Miata with a small turbo, something like a T25 or TD04, and say we're going to be running about 12 psi of boost. So we're going to be using up till here in our boost table. So typically, as we get here, this is where we'll be wide open throttle NA. Generally, you can leave this as is NA for your NA targets, and then as we start making boosts about 100 kPa, we would start reaching up the car. As to how far you go, it's completely up to you. But at this point, there are different theories as to what exactly the car needs. Some folks go really rich, they say it helps with spool. Some folks keep it lean. Again, it's worth experimenting to see what works for your application, but we're just going to cover the basics behind it. So as you go into here, we can see as we get to 3 psi, which is here, on a Miata, typically I would be aiming for about 12.5. And I would carry that 12.5 air fuel ratio up till about 6 psi. Again, small turbo, it's not making that much horsepower, not that much heat anyways, so we can get away with a 12.5 air fuel ratio. As we get up to this point, about 9 psi, I'll start going a bit richer, sorry. And right when we're at 12 psi, which is about here, would be about 12.0. Again, it would make sense to experiment at this level. Some cars may want a leaner mix than that to make peak horsepower. Some cars may want to be richer. Higher compression cars, you typically want to be on the richer side. low compression gas from what I have seen, especially the Miatas, which has a 9.5 compression ratio stock with the stock pistons. You can get away with mid 12s with low boost, and as we get into mid boost, which I would call 12 psi, also mid boost. High boost, if we ever take the car up to about 240 kPa, which should be about 20 psi. Yes. So if we ever take it here, we'll be targeting about 11.2 FEL ratios. You don't have to use my numbers. Again, I'm just bringing you the theory. So as you can see, basically the car would be, if you were to have a turbo car, the car would be pretty much making start here. When you go wide open throttle, the turbo would begin to spool up, and then at some point it will begin to level off. Also worth remembering is that the car will be interpolating between two cells, so it makes sense. So if you fall, say, at 190 kPa, which is your boost, which would be, let's see, which would be somewhere about 12.5, 13 psi of boost, you'll be interpolating between these two cells. So it will split the difference between these two. So you'd end up somewhere about 11.8, 11.7 FEL ratio. And that's basically how the software calculates the targets for your various FEL ratios. But to recap, I carried the NA FEL ratios up till I begin to see positive pressure, which is about anything above 100 kPa. And then as you go up into boost, low boost, you typically can get away with a 12.5 FEL ratio on a small turbo car. As you start going into mid boost, you start reaching that up a bit. Again, we're assuming that you're on pump gas as well, so 91 or 93 octane. Methanol, ethanol, everything would call for a different FEL ratio. Right, and that's basically all it takes to make a AFR table for boost. There are different tricks which you may pick up as you start doing this more often. Sometimes some guys will reaching the map up as the car goes up in RPM. Some folks bailing it out. Again, there are various pieces of documents on the internet which cover that, so it makes sense to actually do some reading to find out what exactly is the science behind it all. But before this gets too long, just wanted to make a quick video for you guys. Hope you guys learned something, and catch you guys in the next one. Till then, stay safe.